Hello, everyone. Welcome. This is a special little video to help us build our balance. So, balance can be really tricky. If we feel like we struggle with balance, then it can really be a frustrating thing to work on. We might not want to even think about working on it. But just like flexibility, the good news is that balance can be built over time. So, I think a lot of us feel like we either have that balance, like we're born with that ability or we're not. But really, we can work on it and we can grow in it. And it's so important because it's something that we use in our everyday life. So, just like everything else that we work on in flexibility class, balance is really, really important to get us through our day. We want to have good balance, and it all really comes down to a strong core. So, if I'm talking about all of this and you're like, oh my goodness, that is not me. This is not for me. Don't worry. This is for all levels. And the purpose of this video is that we are going to be able to take a balance move that we see sometimes in flexibility class, and we are going to slowly build the steps to get there. So you get to pause at whichever step is good for you, whichever one is your limit, whichever one you're like, okay, that's it. That's my comfortable edge. Stay there, work there. And then eventually, as time goes on, as we consistently work at it, we can add to it. So we're going to get ourselves set up. Situate yourself next to a piece of furniture or next to a wall that you can hold onto easily as we work through this balance move. And of course, as a bonus, it's also going to be a little bit of mobility for our joints, for ankle, knee, hip, and we're going to work on that awesome core stability and strong posture. So go ahead and get yourself set up, and we're going to get started. Kike is bird watching with us, hence the open blinds. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're just going to loosen up a little bit wherever we're coming from in our day. This is a quick video, but we just want to kind of loosen everything up and prepare ourselves for the movement ahead. So just bring your feet just underneath you, nice and easy. We're going to take a nice big breath in, reach both arms up, big stretch, exhale, float your arms down, nice and easy. Awesome job. Go ahead and bring right arm up and over. And come into a little side body stretch, breathe deeply, open up in that right shoulder, open up in the chest, look up slightly, big breath in, exhale, go ahead and bring it down, switch to the other side, left arm comes up and over. Breathe deeply, same thing, open up in that shoulder. And then exhale, go ahead and bring that down. Awesome job. So we are going to bring our feet just about hip width apart underneath us to start. And we're going to shift our weight over to our left leg. So if you've been to a live class of mine, you've probably heard me say before, that doesn't mean we're going to bump all of our weight out into that hip. We're not going to collapse in that hip. We're going to be up nice and tall and kind of buoyant in that left leg. So a slight bend in that knee. And let's just start. Let's bring our hands to our waist, or alternatively, stay low to the ground. If you're really nervous about balance work, go ahead and hold on to a piece of furniture or hold on to the wall for support. And don't feel like you need to let go. Hold on to that wall the entire time if you need to. We're going to shift our weight over to our left leg. We have a slight bend in that left knee. We're not bumping our weight out. We're up nice and tall. And we're just going to come onto our tiptoes of our right foot. Okay, so we're going to start here. Option to hold on to something, or maybe bring our hands to our waist. Wherever we are, though, we're going to focus on our strong posture, right? So rolling shoulders back and down, pulling belly button in towards the spine. So whatever that feels like for you, a little bit of a lengthening down in the tailbone and lower back is what we should feel. And we're standing up nice and tall. Take a big breath in and out here. Awesome job. You can practice coming onto your tiptoes of your right foot and then bringing your foot flat on the floor. Little bonus stretch through the toes. And if you are like, I'm great at balance, I can go right into this whole pose, let's try to take it slow though and try to enjoy building into this, because you might be surprised what you find, like a little stretch for the toes that maybe you needed. It's always good for us to come back and focus on the fundamentals, right? When we feel ready, We can keep our toes on the floor, and we're gonna take that right knee and open it to the right side of the room. So this is gonna be where we're gonna end up, but we're gonna have that knee lifted. That's gonna be the full move today. But we can stay working on the ground this entire time as we build that good foundation for our balance, which is gonna come from that strong core. And by strong core, I don't mean like a six-pack. If you have a six-pack, wonderful. But what that means is that we have this strong foundation where we're really moving from our core, we're bracing through the core. It's not just kind of hanging out and then we're kind of losing that posture in our spine, right? This is where the movement starts, and this is actually what keeps us grounded. All right, so we're starting to get some mobility in that right hip. It's a little bonus. Maybe we stay working here. Maybe we're ready to add a little bit of a lift. So holding on to something, maybe bringing your hands to your waist. We're keeping that strong posture. We're gonna lift right knee and lower. Working on that hip hinge, another thing that we use every day. Now, if you see how high my knee is coming and you're like, that is a struggle, it does not have to come as high as mine. You can just lift those toes off the floor. That's it. Or you can keep them on the floor. It's 100% up to you. We're only going to move forward if that feels right for us today. The more things we add on, the more things we have to keep checking in with, right? So now that I'm adding in this lift, I have to keep checking in with my core. Is my core still working? What are my shoulders doing? What's my posture? And am I still breathing? That's very important. Maybe bring your hands to your belly if you feel like you can let go of something. Feel your core working as you lift and lower that leg. Okay, adding on, next time it's lifted, let's keep it lifted. Point toes down. And now, maybe we move in small circles from the knee. A little bit of knee mobility, not from the hip. We're moving from the knee. Go ahead and reverse your circle. Nice and smooth, slow movement here. Awesome job. And go ahead and lower down. I know your standing leg is working hard, so give it a little shake for a second. Mine is starting to talk to me. Everything is working hard when we're working on balance. Okay. We're going to find that strong posture. We're going to lift our knee. Now, maybe we open that knee over towards the right. So does our whole body want to follow it, or can we keep our torso, keep our left hip facing forward as we just open that right knee out? Awesome job. Good. How's our posture? How's our core? How's our breathing? Maybe we keep that leg open, pointing toes down. Maybe we might be holding on to something. Stay holding on to something if you're feeling a little wobbly, but maybe we lift our arms up, coming into our full pose for the day. Big breath in, reach up, look up. On your exhale, slowly bring everything down with control and shake it out. Awesome job. So that's how we build this move, okay? So it's not, we don't have to go right into it and find our balance every time and like, that's perfect. That's not what it's going to look like every day, and it's going to look different for everybody. So maybe you can come right into here. Maybe you're like, I've got this, but maybe you're still working here. And that's amazing, because if you feel your core engage, if you're able to really focus on that good, strong posture and able to focus on your deep breathing, that's what's going to set us up for a really successful balance practice. And practice makes progress, right? So we keep showing up. You'd be surprised what we find. All right, we're going to move and repeat on the other side. Now, you might be thinking, okay, I guess this is great. Left to right is always a little different with balance. Left to right is different with the hips. Left to right is different probably with the shoulders. Left to right is different with balance. So we're going to take this just as slow on this side. Shifting our weight over to our right leg. We're just going to check in, got that little bounce going. Bring your hands where it feels good and stable for you. If that's holding on to a piece of furniture, holding onto the wall, or maybe we go ahead and bring our hands to our waist, rolling shoulders back and down. Finding that strong posture, tucking tailbone down as we pull our belly button in. We'll start to come onto the tiptoes of our left foot. Bring foot flat on the floor and then bring it onto your tiptoes. So we just start to stretch out a little bit. Kike is snoring. She approves of our balance work, but she's not participating today. Okay, and then maybe we go ahead and start to open that knee up towards the left. Checking in with balance. We're still breathing. And if we fall out of one of these, it happens, right? We'll just catch ourselves. We'll come right back into it. Sometimes falling out of it is what teaches us the most, right? All right, and then maybe we start to lift and lower that leg. It can just be a little bit off the floor. This is all that we accomplished today. That is a lot, and you should feel super proud. If we revisit this consistently, we might find that we can start to build upon it. Maybe we keep that knee lifted, pointing those toes down. We work through our knee circles. Awesome little number to give the knees a little bit of love. Reverse your circle. Sometimes they get overlooked. We're always focusing on the hips. We're always focusing on the shoulders, but our knees need that too. All right, maybe we add on to this. Maybe we guide that knee out towards the left. This is a good spot to check in. Am I facing forward? What are my shoulders doing? What's my core doing? Am I breathing? If any of those start to go and it feels too hard to maintain with this movement, that's my cue to take it down a notch and just return to a movement where I'm able to maintain that. Maybe I keep my knee out. Maybe I lift my arms up. Big breath in, reach up, look up, exhale, bring everything down. Shake it out, give your legs a little pat. Awesome job. Revisit this one whenever you need it. We'll do more balance moves in the future, but this is just a little one that we can set up. Also hitting some joint mobility and just working on that good foundation for practicing balance and for improving our balance over time. You guys are so amazing. Thank you so much for checking out this video. Like it, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already so you can stay up to date with my latest offerings. I'll see you guys next time.